Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm teaching you how to make an onion epidermis slide. This video is going to be split up into 3 parts. Firstly, why observe an onion slide. Secondly, how do you prepare onion epidermis slide. And thirdly, I will end this video by observing the sliding I made under the microscope. So why would anyone want to observe an onion epidermis slide? Well, if you are starting out in using the microscope, the biology teacher usually encourages us to start by observing an onion epidermis slide or a human cell. The reason for this is because when we are starting out in using the microscope, the specimen that we want to choose should be very clear to find, clear to observe, and generally very easy to make. Onion epidermis slide fulfills these 3 requirements. It's very easy to make, as you will see. The cells of it is very clear, structural, and most students know what a typical cell looks like. It produces a very interesting image, no matter what magnification you use it for. So 4 times, 10 times, 40 times, you will see a nice image. So that's the why part. Now let's get on to the how part of how to make the onion slide. So the way you make an onion slide is actually very simple. What you need is some microscope slides, cover glasses, tweezers, a knife, some water, an onion, and a pipette. So the first step is to take out a piece of microscope slide. This is a frosted microscope slide. Now take your onion and use a knife to cut a square-shaped hole into it. I've already seen the membrane here. And with my tweezers, I'm gonna clip it out. This is the tissue that we want. Now put it on the microscope slide and flatten it. Take a drop of water and drop it on onion tissue. Be careful as the onion is hydrophobic, meaning that it repels water. Now take a piece of cover glass and put it on top of the onion. I will add a few more drops of water because there's not enough to hold it in place. Use tissue paper to soak up excess water. And the slide is finished. Now let's observe it under the microscope. So now I've put the onion slide under the microscope, and this is observing using the 4 times objective. As you can see, the slides are slightly green in color and it looks like they are very bubbly, meaning that So now I've put it under the microscope and I'm observing it using the 4 times objective. The slides, the cells are a bit... The cells looks quite transparent and translucent, and that is because I did not stain the cells. No, normally in school we stain these onion cells using what's called an iodine solution, but I don't have access to that at home, of course. So it may not look quite as nice as with the staining that some people do, but it looks, I think, pretty reasonable. Now, with only the 4 times objective, you can't see the nucleus or cell or the organelles inside the cells, but if I switch to the 10x objective, everything becomes much clearer, and you can actually see the nucleus now. Here's a good example of the nucleus. To get a clear image like this without staining, you need to close your condenser all the way. So that means that your image is going to be a lot dimmer, and so you need to brighten up your light. Now I'm going to switch to the 4T times magnification objective, and you can see it's getting really dim now. So I'm just going to crank up that brightness, just like that. you can actually see the tiny organelles floating, moving around. And with the 40 times magnification, which multiplying the 10x eyepiece gives you a 400 times magnification, you can see every little bit of detail under the cell. Here's a look of more cells. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!